Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm at Roll King in Heber Heights, and those of you that have lived here for a long time remember this was the old Yeller Kmart in Heber Heights, Ohio for a long time, and that one closed in 2010. And for those of you that have not been following the news, Kmart is out of Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, so the odds of me ever making a Kmart video again are pretty high that I never will. But I want to show you guys, this store is a massive upgrade over the Kmart that was here a long time ago. A lot more customers here. It's about 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, and this was a massive upgrade. I was here, I remember back around 2008, I was here one day on a Saturday, and there was barely anybody here at all. About 2 or 3 years, I was here around 07, 08 on a Saturday. There wasn't even 5 cars in this parking lot before they had closed. So I'm going to show you guys inside of the store here. So you guys can see this is a massive upgrade over what used to be here. They got a good selection of stuff, but some of the prices are a little high on some stuff, but it's definitely geared towards country folk, which $34 for a pair of jeans that you could otherwise get at Walmart for a lot cheaper price is kind of on the high side. But yeah, like $39 for these Wranglers workwear. But it's a nice store here. Like the underwear is a little higher in price too. Belts, suspenders is like $12. Some of the belts are a little high too. Socks, those are about average price. The Dickies right here, they're $29 here versus I think they're about $24 at Walmart. I could be wrong on that, but decent amount of Carhartt stuff here. $109. The bibs right here. All waterproof, nice. That's only $59 for. That's not too bad, I guess not. Here's some more belts by Carhartt. Now some of this stuff is probably a lot better quality than you get it at Walmart. Some of it is, but the price is a little bit higher. Some shorts, that's something you don't see at Walmart right now at this time of year. Some of the boots, $119 for those. $79 for those. It's a nice store. Steel toe work boot. Like a steel toe cowboy boot right there. Overall, a decent selection of stuff. $174 for that. Hiker boot Irish set are $169. Have some car batteries there too. I'm not too worried about showing you guys the price on these. Then your typical WD-40 stuff. Stabilizer, that's for like fuel storage. Poly tarp to cover your bed, and that's like $12. So like your cover stuff. Mesh tarp. Some rope, so basic moving supply stuff. Got a little bit of automotive stuff here too. Tires, but I think these are mainly for like ATVs. Some of these are smaller, or like lawnmower stuff, I think. A little bit more car stuff here too. Gas tanks. Wow, that's a big fuel thing. That must be like a 10-gallon can. Wow, how big is this thing? 5 gallons, wow. You would think that would not be 5 gallons just from looking at it. It's just taller and the other one's more compact. Shop towels right there. Got some kid clothes here too. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. But I don't think too many people in general come to a place like this to buy clothes for their kid though. Such a massive upgrade over what used to be here that never had any customers at all.
Oh yeah.
I remember a couple years before that Kmart closed here, there wasn't even 5 people here, like one day on a Saturday.
It used to be a Kmart?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, can't you tell by the kind of the interior, some of the label?
I
There's-
hadn't even thought nothing about
Yeah.
it.
They closed up here in like 2010.
All of them's about closed now.
Yeah. But like I remember one day I was here on a Saturday, there wasn't even 5 cars in the parking lot at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I just come through Charles in West Virginia a little while ago.
West Virginia.
That area's closing too.
I know Rural King has bought several of the former Kmart locations and have transformed them.
Well, usually you get them cheaper that way, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not a big store, so I mean the layout that most Kmart's had is perfect,
Yeah.
you know, for it, you know.
Yeah.
Some tool areas, air compressors. Generator $699. Yeah, they have a few tool stuff here, but they do got some DeWalt and some Stanley. Here's Stanley here. Hey, got a nice DeWalt toolbox. That's $399 for that. Yeah, DeWalt makes some really good tools. But not too much in the way of power saws or anything like that. It's mainly just your basic wrenches and then like those right there, your vices. So not too much in the way of power stuff, but there's a Lowe's just very close by here, right on the other side of 75, so they really don't need that here. Actually, I am wrong on that. There is some power stuff here. Sander, saw, a few different tools here. Drills, DeWalt fast charger, cordless drill. Yeah, this is definitely a couple. There's table saws right here, $400. Milwaukee's tool stuff too. Not a bad selection for a store that's not really that big. Heck, DeWalt, I never knew this. They have weed whackers. 20-volt lithium ion weed whackers, chainsaws. And those of you that remember this Kmart from about, oh, I'm going to say well over 25 years ago. This area right here used to be where they had the Kmart Cafe in the store. Of course, that's all gone. Now it's, you know, yard supplies and that kind of stuff. Wheelbarrow. Yep, this was the old. Dining room area over the old Kmart Cafe. Yep, those of you that remember that came here through the 80s and the 90s will remember that. Four-wheel ATV. Nice. Some old, some lawnmowers here, riding lawnmowers. Troy-Bilt's pretty good. I think a lot of people prefer John Deere, but they're kind of high on in their prices, so ammo boxes. They do got a gun area, but I'm not gonna really go past there when there's customers. That's not really appropriate. I do find it interesting they did keep some of the red coloring of the store, of the Kmart decal. This floor, I don't know if it's the same kind of floor that Kmart had in there. But those of you that remember, this was the old layaway section back there. That would have been the old layaway section at Kmart. Some wildlife food floating, pond and catfish food, so a way to feed the birds and fish. There's a pen so you can have a kennel for your dogs in that, you know. Concrete mix. I don't exactly, this was, I think, part of the lawn and garden was on the other side of this, but there might have been a little bit of lawn and garden stuff back here. I know it was definitely on the other side of where we're at here. Hay bales. So, you know, I'm glad I could get a chance to show you guys what a big upgrade this Rural King is over the Kmart that used to be here. It's a nice store. What do you guys think of this? Employees only. That's your garden area's closed. Shrub or barn line. Sure. Timothy grass, beet pulps. I think some pet supply stuff. Yeah, pet supply stuff. Yep, this is got horse supply stuff too. You see the thing for the horses. Good Friend large dog biscuits. Here's some of the dog food they got here. Diamond, and they got Purina too. They got animal traps here too, for like raccoons, possums, groundhogs. Traps are $79. Typically you just put like marshmallows in here to bait the coon. They'll eat almost anything, but I've heard that they're particularly prone to stuff that is sweet. And you could use a variety of things to bait, but that works really good. Outdoor furniture, $198. Such a massive upgrade compared to what used to be here.
Is it?
Well, the old Kmart with the old dinosaur that
okay.
never had any more than 10 or 20 customers.
Oh, yeah.
Dead as a doornail.
Yeah.
Kmart could have easily killed this shopping center when it was here. Well, if it wasn't for the Kroger's, it probably would have, you know.
Yep.
Because when you have a horrible anchor, it has a negative impact on a
Oh,
shopping center.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was better.
Such a massive upgrade to have a store that's useful than a
Yeah.
store that really was just dying and was just served nothing.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. It will.
Yeah, this has, yeah, I'm glad these guys are here, for sure.
Yeah, versus a store that drawed nobody or nothing.
Right.
They got Kittle and Bits or Kid and Caboodle. Cat litter stuff too, and cat stuff. Friskies. Yeah, definitely what used to be here definitely was not good at all. It really sucked. So it's good to see there has been a few Kmarts that have been transformed into something successful. They even got grass you can buy here. $2.98 Kentucky Bluegrass, Sun and Shade, which is for where you got trees at. Garden hoses, things for the garden. Hose here is like $11 for a little one, $9 for a little one. $49 for the reel. $100 for $29, and then hybrid flex 100 feet. More of the pet stuff, just things like treats and things like that. More dog food right here. Blue bowls, just basic stuff. Big dog scooper. Here's where you got the bird stuff for people that like to attract the birds in their yard. Bird feed is $7, and then peanuts are like $10. A big pound of is $40 for wild bird seed. 20 pound is $5.99. Gourmet blend like $10. There may or may not be a label scar on the outside. I'm not too worried about that either way, but definitely a good upgrade from what used to be here.
Yes, I did.
Some dog kennels on the outside of it here. Yep, this is definitely a big upgrade from what used to be here for sure. Rock salt, 50-pound bags, $8. 20-pound bag, $5. 40-pound bag, $8. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an old label scar possibly on the outside of the store, but it doesn't really matter either way. They got their fence and stuff there too in that section. So they've done a really good job here. I mean, it's good to see that. Used to be where Kmart would have had an automotive section. Small engine repair, chainsaws. Yeah, I don't think any of the old label scars are still here, but those of you that were here for a long time knew what it was. You know, it's no secret if you've lived in this area for a long time. I spent a good amount of time in Vandalia growing up, and I spent about 15 years of my life living down at Riverside, which is the next suburb below Huber Heights. So I do have a lot of familiarity with this area. So I feel confident in telling you guys I'm giving you guys good information, you know, and that, you know. So I'm gonna wrap it up from Rural King in Huber Heights, what used to be Old Yeller Kmart.